Hello, my name's Joe Keener. I am with the Men with Spectacles Eye Group from Eugene, and I'm very happy today to be narrating the Willamette Valley Mankind Project March 2023 newsletter. Before I begin, I just wanted to take this time to honor all of the initiates, the staff, the men of service, and all those men who have been working so hard, so laboriously to get our NWTAs up and running again. And it's been a tremendous effort, uh, mind, body, soul, spirit. And I just want to honor them and honor this, use this occasion to honor them for their outstanding work and the courage it's taken and the continued courage to see how this first NWTAs turn out and to be open to uh, updating and changing as needs be. So the Mankind Project is the mission of the MKP USA is to create a world where men act on their individual and collective responsibility for the future of humanity by initiating and supporting men on a path of emotional maturity, spiritual awareness, and deepening community. I have been following the Truth and Reconciliation and Trust, the updates that are evolving on the relationship with Indigenous people and practices. It's been a tremendous journey, and I really recommend following the link that's in the newsletter for that. It's very enlightening and keep you up to date with what's really going on, especially in our relationships with the Indigenous folks. It's a very, very important part, and it's helping to transform MKP and what I feel is very necessary and very timely. The second event I'd like to bring up is the upcoming Welcome Home, which is going to take place Saturday, March the 18th at the Monroe Community Library. So again, that's Saturday, March 18th from 3 to 6 at the community library. There's information in the newsletter. Please bring your own service plates, cups, utensils, and if you feel up to it, bring some games, and so we can stay around and enjoy one another's company and have some fun. The next thing I'd like to bring up is, do you know of any community events coming up that you would like to share with your community? Now, this is in particular interest to me because our eye group, the Men with Spectacles, have a yearly camping trip. And we've been doing it for quite a number of years, and it's a great event. And I was asked at the eye group rep, why don't you let other folks know? Because other men would like to attend. So we are nailing down some dates right now, and we're going to open up our camping trip. And any events like that that you feel will benefit the community, we're asking you to just put it in the info at WVMKO. Anyway, it's in the newsletter. But any events that you feel are going to be worthwhile. The next item is the New Warrior Training Adventures. As perhaps you know, the one right now is in March at Camp Wairiki, March 10th through 12th. We're really focusing on that. And then there are a series of other NWTAs through the year, July, October, December. Please, we need men to step up and serve as staff or MOS. Please consider contributing and being part of the new experience of the NWTA, and you can sign up and register through the newsletter. Now I'd like to follow up with the book of the month. The book of the month is called The Nonviolent Communication, A Language of Life by Marshall B. Rosenberg, PhD. I have been have read this book, not completely, but I have worked some of the exercises. And Jim Drews is a big proponent of this. And it's I have other friends that have used this with great success. So the description is, do you hunger for the skills to improve the quality of your relationships, to deepen your sense of personal empowerment, or to simply communicate more effectively? And so, unfortunately, for centuries, our culture has taught us to think and speak in ways that actually perpetuate conflict, pain, and violence. So this book, Nonviolent Communication, uses skills and with powerful consciousness and vocabulary to help you get what you want peacefully. It's great. We have many, many practical exercises in real life experiences. So I highly recommend this book, The Nonviolent Communication by Marshall B. Rosenberg. I'd like to have an inspirational quote. This is from Sophia Coppola, who says, "The more you know who you are and what you want, the less you'll let things upset you." A good reminder for me, for all of us. The next part is 12 rules for being a good human. And so there's a special wheel, and it has from 1 to 12. And so I'll just kind of go through the 12 rules for being a good human. 1 is to join a support group. Wow, MKP. 2, break free of your box. Number 3, accept the gift of being human. Wow, that's a big one. Embrace the billion-year history of humanity. Recognize anger towards other people, especially people and to identify with other genders. Learn secrets of lasting love. Undergo the rites of passage. Celebrate the true warrior spirit. Understand your childhood trauma. Heal your father wound. Heal your parent wound. Hear the irritable male syndrome. Sounds a little bit like irritable bowel syndrome. Find and love your mission in life. So those are the 12 rules. It's a nice reminder. And then there's the inspiration of the month. There's some videos that are actually kind of fun, and how mindfulness empowers us. And then there's an inspirational video from Kathy Buckley, The Gift of Choice. And then there's some humorous ones, which I found kind of really fun. The Walk. You have to see that video. The guy goes through and a very kind of looks like he's going to fall in the water, but he makes it all the way through. So it's a fun video. So I ask you to take a look at that. And here's an inspirational quote from Rumi. The garden of the world has no limits, except in your mind. Its presence is more beautiful than the stars, with more clarity than the polished mirror of your heart. I, you, he, she, we, in the garden of mystic lovers, these are not true distinctions. And then for more of the humorous side is I don't know about you, but I have exaggerated things on my resume. So sometimes you still get the job when you exaggerate on your resume. And there's a cute little picture of someone that lied on their resume but still got the job. And so, as a reminder, looking for growth opportunities. The Mankind Project has a number of training opportunities, and here's a sampling of some of them. Conflict resolution, how timely and how wonderful for us as men of integrity to be leaders in conflict resolution. And so there's a session on March the 20th, and there's more information you can find in the newsletter. Then the pit training. So we're going to have a number of initiates come through the training, and the pit training, which has been an invaluable part of my experience in MKP. Actually, I've gone through several, and it really helped me to hone the skills that I needed to lead processes and things like that. So that also, if you haven't gone through the pit or you want to refresh it, that's also March 21st, and there's more to learn in the newsletter. And then finally, living through disruption. You know, we always talk about people as disruptors, but sometimes living through that is quite a challenge. So there's also a workshop on that on March the 11th. Now we turn over to the Northwest Women's Personal Growth Group. There are a number of growth groups for the women in your life. There's one in Nevada City, California, April 28th to the 30th. That's the Woman Within weekend. My wife actually has gone through that and found that very helpful. So that's the Woman Within. And they will be having they're going to be announcing an in-person Woman Within training weekends. And that's also going to be through in Nevada City, California, and then Oracle, Arizona in October. So it gives you a chance to register. And then there's the Inner Yaga Foundation. Ancient and renewing women have gathered in circles for thousands of years. Our Inner Yaga training offers an initial 3-day journey of support and love, and the invitation to safely participate in profound inner work. That's the Inner Yaga Foundation. There's more information in the newsletter about that. And then finally, the Open Men's Circle. Brothers, do you know a man who's not sitting in a men's circle? This, my brothers, has been the unexpected, unintended consequence of the pandemic. Men have been bursting at the seams to sit in circle. And so perhaps a man hasn't gone through the training or hasn't maybe made a commitment to your particular I group, but wants to sit in the circle. Jim Drews has used this very effectively, and I highly recommend it. So there is a Willamette Valley Open Men's Circle. It's the first and third Mondays, 7 to 9, and it's a Zoom meeting. And please, if you know any men that might think they benefit from this, it's in the newsletter, and maybe pass that along. So I want to thank you for having been an opportunity to participate. Wishing you all well, and again, just sending up and honoring those men that are going to be engaged in the NWTA throughout the United States and throughout the world also. So thank you very much.